Good afternoon and welcome to a CUNYAC doubleheader between Lehman College Lightning and your Baruch Bearcats. It is Bearcat Appreciation Day. Now we're going to send it over to Marty Collins with the ceremonies.
Hey everybody, welcome to our CUNYAC women's basketball game at the Arena today on Bearcats Appreciation Day. This is the ball game between the Lightning of Lehman College and your Baruch College Bearcats. At this time, we ask everyone to please direct their attention to the court. We'll introduce women's head basketball coach Michael Petrosas for a special ceremony to honor two players playing in their final regular season game in the Arena today. Let's hear it for head coach Michael Petrosas.
Thank you very much. Thanks for everybody for coming to Bearcats Appreciation Day. We have two seniors. Our first senior I'm going to introduce is Sameera Ahmed. So Sameera played 2 years ago. She played in the second half of the season. Unfortunately, she couldn't play last year. She has some things that she had to take care of, but I was really glad that she was able to take care of whatever she needed to and be able to play this year. Sameera is a great player, very high skill level, great teammate, very respectful. Sometimes her behind the head passing drive me a little nuts, but it's okay. But she's having a great season. We have a lot of basketball left, and I'm proud of the young lady that she has become. And I wish her nothing but the best in her future. So thank you, Sameera. Sameera and her family, or whoever's here, Sameera can come down. All right, senior number 2 is Kaitlyn Rivera. Come here, Kate. Come here. In case you didn't know, Kate doesn't like hugs, but it's okay. Kaitlyn actually has played 3 sports here at Baruch. She's played softball, tennis, and basketball, so that's pretty impressive. Kaitlyn has played 2 years. She has grown and improved so much. She probably doesn't realize it sometimes, but she's gotten so much better. She works really hard. She's tough, she's hard-nosed, very smart, very high basketball IQ. And just like Sameera, really good kids. Like, really, that's really important. Like, their teammates love them. They're very respectful. You know, they're really good young ladies. So they're going to be very successful in whatever they do. So I'm very excited for your future. Okay, and good luck, Kate. Kaitlyn's family, you guys can come down. Oh, that's you too. Oops.
So it is Bearcat Appreciation Day here at the Arena. Kaitlyn Rivera and Sameera Ahmed are two players here in the final game of their Baruch career. Actually, I shouldn't say that because we'll be hosting York College next weekend in the playoffs, but their final regular season game, as Coach Mike Petrosas delightfully told us about their quality attributes and how they've really helped the team throughout their time, as we get a nice team picture here. And it'll be Lehman College against Baruch today in what will be the final home game for these two ladies. So now we're going to We're going to step away for a few moments, but when we come back, we'll be back with PA and your starting lineups for tonight's game between Lehman and Baruch.
In New York City, there is a place for people that want to be a part of something bigger than themselves, where if you work hard, the possibilities are endless. A place to learn, train, and play. In that order, the City University of New York Athletic Conference. This is where it all comes together. Find your people, be a part of a team, and don't just play the game. Change the game. Champions aren't born, they're built. The City University of New York. Be exceptional.
And welcome back to the Arc Arena. We're a moments away from tip-off here between the women of Lehman College and your Baruch Bearcats. Let's send it over now to the PA announcer, Marty Collins, for our starting lineups.
Guard of 5'5" junior from the Bronx, number 1, Atamata Trawali. At forward of 5'10" junior from the Bronx, number 5, Ariana Rachel Vasquez. At forward, a 5'9" junior from the Bronx, number 24, Carrie Ann Taylor. At forward, a 5'10" freshman from the Bronx, number 33, Maria Rojas. And at center, a 5'11" freshman from the Bronx, number 55, Melissa Sepulveda. Lehman's head coach in his 22nd year is Eric Harrison. The assistant coaches, Jasmine Castro-Lopez, William Mayers, Anna Hagen, and Juan Gonzalez. Now this afternoon's starters for your Baruch College Bearcats. At gun, a 5'9" sophomore from Bridgehampton, New York, number 1, Bear Dawson. At gun, a 5'3" junior from High Plains, New York, number 3, Francis Snyder. At gun, a 5'6" junior from Staten Island, New York, number 25, Melinda Spayou. At forward, a 5'6" sophomore from Long Beach, New York, number 40, Kaitlyn Rivera. And now, a 5'6" senior from Queens, New York, number 20, Sameera Ahmed. Bearcats head coach in his second season, Michael Petrosis. And the assistant coaches, Olivia Colbert and Kristen Lovitz.
You ready? So you have the starting 5. It's going to be Lehman versus Baruch. So we've already found out that Baruch will host York sometime next week. Time is TBA. However, still got to get through the process of playing out the season today, as well, at least between now and then they also will play at the College of Staten Island on Tuesday night. So a few games left here. And alongside Brian Flannery, I'm David Justin. Brian, a great spectacle here at the beginning for the seniors on the team, but also a great opportunity for the Bearcats to really put a stamp on the last few games of their season.
Absolutely, and you really just want to go into that playoff with tons of momentum and sticking to the game plan and really sharp. So this is a great opportunity for the Bearcats to do exactly that.
So it'll be Vasquez and Ahmed on the tip, and it goes to the Bearcats, and it's going to go – they're going to say it went off Vasquez on the tip, so it'll stay with Baruch. A little bit of a subdued atmosphere here at the Arc Arena today.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's because the formalities are done of knowing where you're going to play in the playoffs and just kind of going through those motions, or just not really sure. Maybe it's also because of the lack of the on a weekend game, you don't really see Lehman bringing out a crowd to support them.
Yeah, definitely a little bit lower key of a vibe here tonight, but today, but at the same time, it's really just, like I said, a good opportunity for the Bearcats to come out here and play some good basketball.
So we got a doubleheader here today between the Lehman Lightning, an exciting men's game later as the standings are really heating up on the top of the portion of the table, and it'll be Snyder who's able to get the floater go on the baseline, and a quick start for the Bearcats as they quickly jump into a full court press. And smart move by Coach Coachos, really trying to attack Lehman, as they're going to be a bit short-handed today with only 6 players dressed. Ooh, as Dawson shot goes around and out, no good.
But yeah, you definitely saw the Bearcats coming with the press early and able to force a turnover there.
So Trawale has it now on the cymbal, gives it off inside to Vasquez. Vasquez trying to work on Ahmed. Goes past Ahmed, banks it in. Nice play there by Vasquez. We'll see how long the legs can stand up for Lehman, but a good start for the Lightning. Bounce pass over to Dawson. Free throw line shot. Off front rim, no good. Dawson trying to get her rhythm going early. 0 for 2 in the early going. Now it's outside to Ahmed. Snyder has it up top. Now to Dawson. Goes into the lane with the off the glass. Knocks that one down. And she's able to get her first bucket of the night. The Bearcats' leading scorer is on the board.
Yeah, really nice sequence there by Nia Dawson. Even though she was unable to finish on the first, grabbed her own rebound. Some good ball movement there from the Bearcats, and then she was able to finish as looks like a Lehman turnover there. You know what? No, this one's going to stay with Lehman.
Say it was a nice, got the hands in the passing lanes. I think it was off Snyder last, then it'll stay with the Lightning on the far side. And Ubreu has come into the game as Taylor will come to the bench, and a quick change for the Lightning. And a kick ball there, so it'll stay with the Lightning on the far side. Inbound to Vasquez. Now Trawale has it up top. Over to Sepulveda with the pick. Trawale's shot high off the glass. No good. Rebounded, though, by Vasquez. And that should be interesting. Underneath, Vasquez 5'10". Baruch, Lehman really coming with some size. 3 players 5'10" and above.
And we've seen time and time again the Bearcats trying to counteract some of that height deficit down low. And they're able to do so with a lot of speed, a lot of athleticism. So we'll see how that bodes down the stretch here.
And a steal there. Nope. Oh, Vasquez is able to come away with it. She's trying to go right into the lane, but Spyu rips that from her. And she'll quickly push the other way. Spyu brings it into the front court. Has Ahmed in the corner. We'll find her. Baseline shot. A little too long, and Sepulveda on the board. No, excuse me, number 33 with Rojas on the board. And a errant pass there, and Spyu comes away with it again. Another turnover for the Lightning. Dawson's going to drive baseline. Gives it off to Spyu in the paint, outside to Snyder. Snyder thinks about the shot. She'll pull. That's going to go off front rim. No good. Great line of sight here from that right wing 3. It'll be Rojas on the board, and Trawale will walk things up, and Baruch will settle back. And I think that was a great opportunity there for Baruch really to get back into that zone, as it looked like the Lightning were slow to get up into the front court.
Yeah, it seems like the Bearcats have been beating Lehman thus far in transition, able to get on their other side.
And the foul will be on Snyder there as Trawale takes the contact, and it'll be Lehman ball underneath with 7:25 remaining. Ball's inbounded. Oh, dangerous. Almost thrown away. Rojas gets it. Looking for Sepulveda up top. She's able to corral up to Vasquez. Trawale gives her an option. It's going to be too many steps, and it's going to go back to the Bearcats. Either way, I don't know if she saw Snyder was coming across the top going for the steal.
Of course, and if you're Lehman, you definitely want to see yourself limit those turnovers, especially early. Bearcats haven't yet capitalized, but if you give them enough chances, it's probably going to hurt you down the stretch.
So it's Ahmed now over to Spyu on baseline. Vasquez on her. Ball kicked back out to Ahmed. She thinks about the shot. Going into the lane. Nice pass. Fine there to Snyder. Snyder knocks it down. There's going to be a 2. So it's 6-2 here. It was a long 2, and the double team comes in the backcourt. Sepulveda, it's going to be 10 seconds, and it's going to go back to the Bearcats. Great press here by Baruch in the early going, forcing a few turnovers, putting the pressure on the Lightning.
Yeah, I think that's a really good approach from a defensive standpoint, just to come out with that press and really force Lehman to try to get past the timeline.
And that'll also provide tired legs as the game goes on for the Lightning. Now inside to Rivera. Shot a little too strong. Vasquez comes in on the board. Now Trawale will bring it up. Ahmed will chase her down the entire length of the court. Trawale gets bumped. It's going to be Rivera on the foul.
5. Melissa, opposite block. Corner. Oh, corner.
Foul is on the Bearcats, number 14, Kaitlyn Rivera.
Kayla, corner.
Trawale to inbound. It'll be Rojas back to Trawale. She thinks about the shot, puts it on the deck instead. It'll be Rojas to Vasquez.
Get back.
And it'll be Ahmed into the front court. Finds Dawson underneath. She'll force it up high off glass and knocks it down. And now it's going to be 8-2 Baruch lead. And they'll once again set up in that full court press as Taylor will come to the bench. And they're going to say some shot clock issues, so it'll stay with the Lightning on the far side. And Taylor will come into the game as Sepulveda will come to the bench. Dangerous pass, and Ahmed comes away with the steal. She can go coast to coast, and one. Sloppy play there by Taylor. And Ahmed's going to go to the line for the chance at the and one opportunity.
Yeah, good finish there, but a little dangerous, too, underneath the hoop that late.
Unnecessary as well. And it's going to be a timeout for Coach Eric Harrison and the Lehman College Lightning with 5:58 remaining. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcat Broadcasting. So they'll break the huddle. It'll be Ahmed at the line to shoot one. A little bit more than 4 minutes gone. Baruch have an opportunity to extend their lead to 9. And Ahmed knocks down the free throw. Vasquez now double teamed right in front of us. Up to Taylor into the front court. Now Trawale has it on the right wing. She'll pull a three off back rim. No good. Long rebound, batted around. Gets into the hand of number 11, Abreu, and Trawale can reset. Now it's Rojas. She'll pull a shot way off. Ball batted around. It's inside to Vasquez. Vasquez will pull up free throw line off back rim. No good. Gets her own rebound. Works inside. Able to finish. Nice play there by number 5, Rachel Vasquez.
Yeah, good job by Lehman there, following up their shots and able to finally convert.
Now Ahmed has it up top for the Bearcats. Ahmed into the paint, knocks down the free throw line shot, and she's starting to build confidence here in the first. She has 5. Vasquez got dangerous into the double team. Taylor almost loses it, and now Trawale has it.
Stay on this side, go two. Carry, watch out.
Vasquez has it. Dawson on her, gives it off to Rojas. Back to Vasquez. Little handoff, high arcing shot by Vasquez off glass. I've been impressed by Rachel Vasquez as she knocks down another one there.
Yeah, the Bearcats need to turn up the intensity a little bit here. Kind of find themselves on their heels a little bit.
Nice ball movement outside. It's Dawson straight on, no good. Rivera comes away with the rebound. Snyder's going to pull a three from the right wing. Off rim, no good. Ball batted around. It's going to be an offensive foul. Loose ball foul against Rivera. And it'll stay. It'll go back to Lehman, excuse me. Millie Yee and Zerpolo check in as Rivera and Snyder come to the bench.
Stay there, Rachel.
Zerpolo gets the steal. But she'll be out of bounds, and it'll go stay with Lehman in front of their own bench. Ball thrown down court, but Spyu intercepts that one. And it's going to go up to Ahmed. Ahmed's going to try to finish, and she gets fouled. They're going to say the foul was on the floor, so it'll be a Baruch ball underneath. But another sloppy play there, and also Baruch full court press, really forcing some turnovers for the Lightning.
No, Lehman's really going to have to change up their game plan just to try to get it past that half court mark. Baruch's coming with so much pressure, and Lehman really unable to create the separation and the ball movement necessary to get it past half court.
Spyu into the corner to Ahmed. She's going to pull a baseline shot and rattles that one home. Sameera Ahmed really having a nice game so far. 7 first quarter points on Baruch Appreciation Day, and it's thrown away almost again. It is thrown away into the hands of Ahmed. She'll pull up from the free throw line. Ahmed knocks that one down. And she's having maybe what could be turned into a career night for Sameera Ahmed.
And you got to love that, especially on Bearcat Appreciation Day as a senior. And it's going to be another Lehman timeout here as they're going to try to talk it over.
So with 3:54 remaining, Baruch's leading by 11 here in the first. You're watching the first game of our CUNYAC doubleheader between the Lightning and the Bearcats on YouTube channel Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting.
And we are back here live at the Arc Arena. Baruch leading 17-6. 3:53 remaining in the first quarter, and it's been really all Bearcats thus far.
And almost another turnover there as Ahmed was trying to pick the pocket of Rojas. And it's a 10-second violation, the second of the game for Lehman, and they're just not moving the ball quick enough through the press. And Baruch really having their way on the defensive end so far.
And just from an adjustment standpoint, I don't even necessarily know what they can do differently with that Baruch press to try to break it down, and seems like the Bearcats have done a very effective job of providing the press.
Zerpolo into the lane, shot no good. Spayu comes away with the rebound. She gets whacked underneath, and it's going to be side out. Fowler's going to be on number 24, Taylor. That's her second.
For Lehman, number 55, Melissa Sepulveda checked in.
Over the top.
And now Spayu to inbound. Trawale tries to get the pick. Nia Dawson straight on three. Knocks that one down. Does Dawson, and that gives her 7 on the afternoon. Trawale going to dribble right through the press. Goes off a leg, though. I think it was her own. And now it's up to Yee as Ahmed came away with the steal. Yee can't finish. Dawson gets the steal. It'll be Yee on the rebound, and she'll be able to put it back in. And Baruch getting it from everybody right now.
And Lehman finally able to break down the press there, but as I say that ball nearly intercepted. Straightaway shot, good.
Rojas knocking that one down. And Spayu quickly the other way. Spayu around 2 defenders, unable to finish with the easy bucket. There's been really no defensive presence for the Lightning so far.
Yeah, you spoke about a little bit of a height deficit down low early, but they really haven't leveraged that.
And Zerpolo on the steal, and Vasquez can't recover. And Baruch able to lay that one in.
So the Bearcats trending right now to try to break that triple-digit mark through 4 quarters.
And another steal there by Ahmed as Sepulveda turns it over. It'll be Ahmed over to Zerpolo. Finds Dawson right wing and takes too many steps, and an unforced error there by the Bearcats as Val Michi and Snyder will come into the game with 2:15 remaining here in the first.
See a really good first quarter out of Melinda Spayu and Nia Dawson.
And Sameera Ahmed might be having a career night. We'll see what she can eventually pull off when it's all said and done. But 4 of 5 from the field. She has 9.
Again, definitely a great start for the Bearcats here this afternoon.
12 turnovers for the Lightning here in the first. None for the Bearcats. And Vasquez almost loses it. She gets fouled. And it'll be side out for the Lightning. It's going to be on Michi, her first.
Kayla corner.
Vasquez gets it in bounds. Goes up strong. No good, but she'll go fouled and go to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be Snyder's second. And Vasquez will go to line for her opportunity at her 7th and 8th point of the afternoon. And she's off on the first. Only a 54% free throw shooter on the season, so definitely had her struggles at the line this year. And off on the second, so Snyder comes away with the rebound, and Baruch are going to push. Yee calling it for backdoor. No, nothing doing there. Now it gets swung around to Zerpolo and back to Ahmed on left wing. Crossover on Trawale. Nice no-look pass right into the Lehman bench, and it'll go back to the Lightning. It was a nice look, but maybe Ahmed just feeling herself a little too bit after having that strong first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, you like the aggressiveness, but at the same time, in a tighter-knit situation, that's probably not the move, but Bearcats have a few points to play with, theoretically.
Now Rojas into the paint. Her shot was blocked, and it's going to go back to the Bearcats. I think it went off the leg of Abreu last. So the minute and 26, Baruch will have an opportunity to extend this 18-point lead. Out to Snyder. Thinks about the shot. Now Ahmed. No, nice pass by Ahmed to Yee. Left wing three around and out. No good. Michi gets the rebound. Back up top to Yee. Ball swung around the perimeter. Snyder step back. Nope. Gives it back up top to Ahmed. Crossover move. Takes the pick from Zerpolo. What ball movement by the Bearcats. If your coach coaches those, you must love it. And they're going to call travel on Yee. Coach was almost on the opposite end, saying they're passing a little too much as the ball goes back to the Lightning. But some of the best ball movement we've seen from this Bearcat team this season. Trawale now into the paint. High arcing shot, no good. Her shot might have been blocked on that one. It goes off backboard, and now it's Yee into the front court. Snyder's going to pull an 18-footer. Her shot no good. It'll be Rojas on the rebound for the Lightning, and they can bring it into the front court.
Looks like this might be Lehman's final possession of the first quarter.
Vasquez turns it over. It'll be Ahmed who comes away with it. She gets fouled as she's in transition. Only the fourth, so it'll still be side out for the Bearcats on the far side of the gym. Now Yee has it up top. Shot clock is off. It's 26 seconds remaining here in the first. Snyder into Michi. Now over to Zerpolo. Ball swung around the perimeter. Really getting the feet of Lehman moving, and Zerpolo inside is able to finish. Assist there from Michi. 13 seconds remain here in the first.
Last one.
Baruch Lee 28-8.
4, 3,
Sepulveda now over to Vasquez. Trawale has to pull it. She gets it off in time. Shot's way short. So after one, it's Baruch 28, Lehman 8. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting. And welcome back to the Arc Arena. After one, Baruch have a monster lead, 20 points here. And closing out the home season in style, as their last game will be Tuesday night at Staten Island in a non-conference battle.
A little bit of a different look here, lineup-wise, from the Bearcats. Both Rivera sisters on the floor, as well as Val Michi.
They're joined by Zerpolo and Yee, and that'll make up the 5. Vasquez now pulls a deep shot. It's going to be a 2, I believe. And that'll bring it to 18 8-point lead for the Bearcats. Now Michi's on left wing. Nice cross-court pass. We'll see if the Bearcats can keep up where they left off at the end of one. Zerpolo now into Rivera. That ball gets knocked away, and it'll be a Baruch ball right underneath the basket. Now Yee in the corner. Zerpolo took her eye off and able to corral the basketball. Now it's Michi. Yee back to Michi, and it's going to be a timeout for Coach. Coach was only a minute in. Wanted to talk things over. Does not like what he sees on the offensive end. So with 9:08 remaining, Baruch lead by 18. You're watching Baruch basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting. So welcome back to the Arc Arena. And it'll be Baruch's ball on the far side. Yee to inbound. Michi gets fouled on the shot. No good off rim, but she'll go to the line to shoot two. A nice play there as Baruch only had 6 seconds on the shot clock to work with. And it'll be Michi at the line to shoot two.
Yeah, definitely a good job there of kind of feeling the urgency as it with the 6 seconds on the shot clock left. So nice inbound there to Val Michi, and she was able to put up a shot. It takes a foul, and a pretty deep foul. It was like a long two.
It was, yeah, about an 18-footer from the baseline. She's off on the second. She was a 50% free throw shooter coming into that one, and going 0-2 from the line there. Now Trawale will walk things up for Lehman over to Vasquez, and the ball's gone through her a lot, and Michi comes away with that steal. Way to read that one. Michi trying to finish. High off glass with the left hand. Nice play there by Val Michi as she gets her first basket of the night.
Yeah, really good anticipation there, too, to cut off that pass and take it the full distance to the court.
Lehman becoming a little predictable on the offensive end there, and Baruch able to capitalize. Trawale pulls a deep three and knocks it down from the right wing. And I think that was the best offensive possession, not even because of the results, but just how they moved the ball on the offensive end for the Lightning.
Yeah, good ball movement. Then they found the look that they really wanted. Able to convert on that three-pointer.
Cross-court pass, stolen there by Vasquez.
2-on-1.
They have numbers. It'll be Trawale and one. Knocks it in, and she gets fouled by Michi. And that'll bring Spyu and Dawson to the scorer's table to check back in. Michi and Yee to the bench. And just like that, a potential 6-0 run here for the Lightning and trying to claw themselves back into it.
Yeah, Baruch really needs to maintain their focus here. It's easy when you have and good on the conversion there, but it's easy when you have a nice lead to sometimes take your foot off the gas pedal or
getting a little too complacent.
Exactly. So you're going to want to see the Bearcats string together a few quality offensive possessions here.
And you have to assume that's why Dawson and Spyu have come back into the game just to get a little bit more ball handling on the offensive end as Dawson will go right into the paint. Can't finish off rim. And now it's going to be Vasquez who comes away with it. Trawale to bring it up into the front court. Abreu has it. She'll pull deep jumper off backboard. No good into the hands of Rivera. And it'll be Zerpolo to push. Dawson. Oh, it's turnover there as Trawale comes away with it.
She's right here. Oh, attack.
Ooh, a little crossover move. Got Zerpolo shook. And Trawale will go to the line. She's not able to finish that shot. But it looked like Zerpolo might have lost her balance. Maybe. Nice move there by Trawale, and now she'll go to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, nice cross up there.
I think it was Baruch really not understanding where they had to be defensively, and it kind of got him 2 left feet on there for Zerpolo.
Yeah.
she's good on the first, so cutting the lead down to 13. Baruch have to be careful. What was once a 20-point lead is now down to 13. 2 of 2 of the line. And now Dawson gets it. Baseline. She'll go into some contact. Can't finish. Rebounded there by the Lightning. And we've seen a little bit too much of a one-man game for Nia Dawson. And it's starting to get interesting here in the second quarter at the Arc Arena. Baruch getting outscored 9-2 here in the second quarter. Correction, 10-2. Rojas pulls it up, no good. Ball still loose, and it's going to go back to the Bearcats.
It's a race. Let's go, Val. Just shoot up. Remember, Val, shoot
The
up.
Lightning definitely getting their opportunities here to claw back into this one. Dawson will bring it into the front court.
Yeah, you're really going to want to see the Bearcats score here. It's been quite a few possessions since they were last able to convert. As Melinda Spy goes to the rack off glass, and it's good.
Nice little hop step between defenders. She was able to finish and extend it back to 14 and end this run. Now Rojas up top, Rivera on her. Outside to Vasquez. Dawson, right through the hands of Trawale into the front row, and it'll go back to the Bearcats.
Go, Blue.
Trawale up top on Dawson. Dawson with the ball. No, but it'll be Spy who almost throws it away. And Zerpolo tries to save it, and it's going to be a turnover for the Bearcats in what has been a rather sloppy quarter for Baruch.
Yeah, those are the mistakes you just don't want to make. Obviously, we'll try to correct that and learn from that. As Nia Dawson's able to pick that one off, she will take it herself off glass and good.
And we've seen that a few times where it's the Lightning inbounding on the far on a mid-court line and basically trying to go with that cross half-court pass.
Which is always
getting
dangerous.
Intercepted. Yeah, so we've seen it a couple times, and it's led to easy buckets for the Bearcats. Trawale has it up top, takes too many steps, and it'll go back to the Bearcats.
Number 3, Francis Snyder, and number 20, Sameera Ahmed, replace number 15, and Yellow Zerpolo, and number 42, Emily Rivera in the Bearcats lineup.
So it's Ahmed and Snyder back into the game. So it's Ahmed, Snyder, Rivera, Spayu, and Dawson on the court for Baruch. Ball swung around the perimeter. Ahmed, who had a great first quarter, continues that here in the second. She now has 11, knocks down an 18-footer. And we've seen that to be her spot on the baseline.
And it's particularly interesting because it's really not far from the three-point line, but she seems to have that comfort zone, like you said, right there in that long 18-footer or so. As Trawale hits the deck, and they're going to call it travel there.
It's going to go back to the Bearcats, and Baruch up by 18 here, coming almost on the midway point of the second quarter. And really, last 5 minutes, really want to see a nice run to go into halftime for the Bearcats.
Yeah, hopefully a cleaner second half to the second quarter.
And now Snyder, left wing three. She knocks that one down. Francis Snyder, and the lead's back up to 21 as Coach Harrison wants to talk things over with the Lightning. With 5:02 remaining, Baruch have their biggest lead of the night with 21. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting. And welcome back. 5:02 remain here in the half. It's going to be Lehman's ball. They go with Taylor, Rojas, Vasquez, Abreu, and Trawale. It'll be Vasquez to inbound, and Baruch will set up again in the full court press. And a heave to Trawale, almost turned over. Dangerous pass. And if you're Vasquez, I don't know why you didn't put the ball on the deck right there. You had steps to take.
A little bit of separation there to be able to dribble out, but instead going with the full court pass as Trawale's no good on that three-point attempt.
Spy, you're going to try to go coast to coast. Nope, she'll slow things down. Now she's in the paint. Shot off back rim, no good, and she gets her own rebound. Nice read there by Spyu. Bounce pass outside to Snyder. Ooh, she had the open look. She'll pull now. No, shot way off. And it'll go back to the Lightning.
Get good ball movement there by the Bearcats to get a wide open Francis Snyder. Just unfortunately she was unable to convert there, but we've seen time and time again her hit that shot.
As Dawson pulls a three, and she'll knock it down. And Baruch's lead now extends to 24.
Yeah, Dawson doing a good job with the three ball here today.
I'm pretty sure it's a 12-0 run for the Bearcats. As Lightning had it to 12. As Trawale lays that one in. The Lightning were cutting back into it, but Baruch have able to really extend as they made some nice changes in their lineup in the last few minutes. Ooh, Dawson almost didn't know that was coming back to her. Now into the lane, pull-up shot by Dawson. Off shot no good, rebounded there by Rojas, and now Vasquez over to Trawale, and Trawale will bring it up. Trawale now into Vasquez out top of the key. She'll spin a bunch. Not sure what she wants to do. She'll pull now an awkward shot off left rim. No good. And Snyder comes away with it up to Ahmed. They got a 2-on-1 potential. Nope, it's Ahmed. It's going to be a blocking foul on number 1, Trawale. And that's going to give Ahmed 2 shots at the line.
Foul on number 1, Trawale. Second. 2 shots for number 20, Sameera Ahmed.
And Sepulveda will check back into the game. Abreu will come to the bench. And Ahmed knocks down the first. She's leading all scorers tonight with 13 now. And Trawale's fouled in the backcourt. Foul there is going to be on Ahmed. A little too aggressive on the defensive end, and it'll be side out on the far side as Trawale will inbound. Up into Rojas. Rojas gets picked, though, by Ahmed, and Ahmed's going to push. Now Spyu has it left wing. Dawson calling for it. She's clapping for it. Pull up right wing 3. Shot no good. Ball batted around. Ahmed, can she save it? Nope, it's going to go back to the Lightning. And Baruch will go into the full court press. Trawale has Ahmed on her. Trawale dribbles out of it. High arcing pass trying to get to Vasquez. Goes into the Baruch bench. So it'll go back to the Bearcats with 2:45 remaining. Snyder over to Rivera. Back up top to Snyder. Ball swung around. Dawson has it up top. Rivera gets it back in the corner. She'll pull a line drive shot and gets that one to go. And that's Kaitlyn Rivera's first bucket of the night. Sepulveda almost loses it. Ahmed all over her. Ahmed's going to come away with it, though. Now to Dawson. Bounce pass to Snyder. He's able to finish off the glass. And Baruch now have extended it to their largest lead of the night, 28.
Yeah, you really like to see the intensity of the Bearcats still going into half. And really nice breakdown of the press there. Again, once again, going with one of those full court passes, but unable to finish.
Trawale, I think, trying to draw some contact there, unable to do so. Now Dawson can't finish, a little too strong on the reverse. Dawson have a rough shooting night, only 38% from the field. She does have 12.
And let's see
And it's going to be an offensive foul.
so Melinda Spyu with her, I don't know how many charges that is this year, but it seems like just about every game we're talking about Melinda Spyu able to draw that call.
It'll be Dawson to walk things up top. Now over to Snyder. Ball swung around the perimeter. Dawson will get it back up top. Now it's Ahmed on right wing. Takes a jab step. Hand off to Spyu. She thinks about the shot. Brings out Vasquez. Goes into the lane. Does Spyu. She's triple team. Nice bounce to Rivera. Is able to knock it down. That's her second bucket of the night.
And you really love that ball movement, and then the unselfish play for Melinda Spyu to give it to Kaitlyn Rivera, and Rivera able to knock down.
And Rojas shot no good. Long rebound over to Spyu. Spyu's going to push. Her heads up, looking for options. Dawson could be that option. It is. Now over to Rivera, and she's feeling it. Three-pointer there from Rivera. No good. And maybe just a little senior night love there for Kaitlyn Rivera trying to knock down a deep three.
Absolutely. You got to love that. Just really shows that the Bearcats are playing unselfish basketball here, and they have a ton of appreciation for their senior. And just really poor turnover there.
That was only Kaitlyn Rivera's second three of the season, so. And she's a little too over aggressive on that one.
Yeah, going back to half court though, that was a turnover where Lehman literally just lost the ball on the dribble. No, like nobody touched it, and then Rivera almost able to convert once again. But some big minutes there out of Kaitlyn Rivera.
She's having a laugh on the bench. I assume it's about that three-point
Yeah.
shot there, a little bit outside of her game, but on senior day you'll let her let her pull.
10 out of 10 times.
And Trawale will go to the line to shoot two as Baruch have put the Lightning in the bonus. 39.7 here left in the first half. Baruch lead by 29. It is your final home game of the season here at the Arc Arena between the Lightning and the Bearcats. And now Spyu comes away with it on the rebound after the second missed free throw. Ball might have got tipped from behind, and it'll be off Sepulveda to last. And it'll stay with Baruch. 32.9 seconds remaining here in the half.
Face it, Melissa. Face.
Snyder, corner three. Shot a little too short off right rim. That'll be Zerpolo on the rebound. Now over to Ahmed. Ball swung around the perimeter. Now Dawson has it. Zerpolo over to Spyu and out of Dawson. Now Snyder has the shot. Nope, she'll give it to Ahmed. Baseline. Rounding out. No good. Ball's loose, and it'll go into the hands of Rojas. 10 seconds remaining here in the half. Lehman could push and get a potential last basket here if they play it right. Now Rojas over to Vasquez. Vasquez has to pull as the shot clock's running down. Gets it off. It's Rojas. No good as it goes off back rim. So after one, Baruch have put up a clean 50. Lehman 21. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting. And welcome back to the Arc Arena. It's the first game of our doubleheader between Lehman College and your Baruch Bearcats. If you're just tuning in, the Bearcats had a monster 20-3 run to end the first, and that gives them a 50-21 lead here going into the second half. For Baruch, it's Ahmed, Dawson, Snyder, Spayu, and Zerpolo. And now Zerpolo has it in the corner. Ahmed up top, now to Dawson. And it's going to be a 3-second violation against the Bearcats, so it'll go back to the Lightning.
And tough break there as Sameera Ahmed was able to convert yet another long two.
Trawale now has it up top. Bounce pass inside to Vasquez. And it'll be Spayu who comes away with it. Dawson has it up top into the lane. Pull-up shot from Dawson off back rim, no good. And it'll be the Lightning who come away with it. Taylor to be specific. And it'll be Trawale to bring it back into the front court for the Lightning. Nice pick there from Rojas. Trawale goes right into the paint. A little short on the layup. Ball batted out. And it comes to the hands of Rojas. And it'll be a fresh possession here for the Lightning. Taylor has it at the free throw line, trying to work on Dawson. And it's going to be a 3-second violation on Taylor, and it'll go back to the Bearcats.
Again, if you're Baruch, you really got to make sure you're keeping your focus here in the second half. Obviously, a little bit of a lead, but you still want to execute clean and especially try to implement some of those things you want going into playoffs.
Now Dawson, baseline, able to hop step in and finish off glass. That gives her 14 on the afternoon.
Feels like an evening, though, here. So that's usually when we're accustomed to.
Yeah, I think it was only the second or third Saturday tip of the season, so definitely a little bit of a change of pace here.
Yeah.
And don't forget to stay tuned. It is Bearcat Appreciation Day here at the Arc Arena. The men's game will be after this between the Lightning and the Bearcats, and will be an interesting one, Brian. You got the 8-4 Lehman Lightning coming into play against the 8-5 Baruch Bearcats. It's Baruch's last conference game of the season. If Baruch wins, they would move into the 2 seed, but then would still have to see what happens in the last game of the season for Lehman and Hunter before to decide where they'll be. They will make the playoffs, but we're not sure if they'll be. They could be anywhere between 2 and 4 right now. It looks like Well, that's also saying if they win tonight. If they lose, somehow maybe Brooklyn College could also get back into it. However, I think it's really going between Lehman, Hunter, and Baruch for that 2 through 4 spot here in the playoffs. And if that's the case, then you'll have a doubleheader here next week if Baruch's able to host and avoid, well, regardless, they should be playing a home playoff game. If they get that 2 spot, they'll have the bye. And the women will play here next week as it'll be Baruch versus York. And now Nia Dawson is down, and she took a hard fall, and she has yet to get up. And trainer will Will the trainer come out? Nope, Dawson will just shake it off and then come out onto the floor. Looks like she's shaking that right wrist. I don't know if it's when she fell and how she braced herself. And Dawson still shaking off that right arm. She will stay in the game.
And Spayu in the possession before also took a hard fall to the elbow, so.
Definitely not the time you want to get injury, so.
No.
And nice block there. I think it's going to be into the hands of Ahmed now. Over to Snyder. Back up to Ahmed. Over to Spayu up top. Calling out the offense. Dawson in the corner. Waiting for cutters. Now Dawson will go into the lane herself. Kicks it out. Zerpolo left wing 3. Knocks that one down. Nope, excuse me. That's going to be a 2. And now Trawale right in front of us. Goes into the lane. Going to get fouled underneath. The foul there is going to be number 3, Francis Snyder, as Ahmed was about to tie up Trawale. Trawale to inbound, right into Rojas, and able to knock that one down, getting the friendly bounce. And now Spayu going into the paint. Nice, we'll find that bounce pass to Ahmed. Ahmed gives it back to Zerpolo. Nice passing here on the offensive end. Ball swung around the perimeter. Dawson gets it. She'll go into the lane and finish with the left hand. Now Trawale getting a little congested in front of us here as Taylor's here, but it'll be Trawale now backs it out. Snyder, here comes the pick from Rojas. 3-ball by Trawale is no good. Zerpolo on the rebound, and she's going to push the other way. Up to Snyder. Rojas able to come back, though, and knock it into the out of bounds right underneath the basket, so it'll be Baruch's ball as Millie Yee will come into the game, as well as Sepulveda for Lehman. Snyder will come to the bench, as does Taylor. Spy to inbound right to Dawson. She gets fouled as she goes up for the shot, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2 as the shot's no good. And Dawson off on the second, so it'll be Rojas on the board. It'll be Trawale to bring it up, and we've seen the ball in her hands for a majority of the afternoon. Yee comes out, now to Vasquez. Trawale now in the corner. Ball swung around, nope, it's going to be bounced around, and it's going to get to the hands of Dawson, who comes away with it. She may be able to get ahead of the pack, and she lays it in with the right hand. Dawson's got 19, one above her season average of 18.
And that's a really good average to have throughout the course of an entire season. As she's the Bearcats' top scoring option. But again, you're seeing a lot of scoring from others here today.
And Dawson able to get it on the layup. Nice find there by Spayu. Baruch leads 61-25 and are really running away with things here at the Arc Arena.
Again, the Bearcats continuing to bring that pressure defensively, and it's really forced Lehman's hand to kind of rush some decisions. And speaking of rush decisions, that dribble goes out of bounds as Millie Yee provided some really good defense there. It looks like Lehman's about to call a timeout and once again talk it over. So with 5:11 left, Baruch leading 61-25. We'll be back in a few minutes.
And welcome back to the Arc Arena. It's 5:11 remaining. It is our first game of our doubleheader for Bearcat Appreciation Day. And it's going to be Baruch basketball leading by 36, trying to extend the lead here in the third quarter, coming on the halfway point of the quarter. Now Valmichi, corner 3, shot no good. Yee on the rebound.
And looks like they're going to call a, I'm not sure what the call was there, 3-second violation maybe? Definitely wasn't obvious whatever just happened.
Going to be Trawale into the front court now for Lehman. Picks up her dribble. Yee all over her, really harassing. She's moved her. And that's going to be foul on Rivera as Trawali tried to get the ball to Sepulveda. It looked like Trawali may have moved that pivot foot a few times and may have got away with a travel there. Emily Rivera into the game. Trawali has it now up top. Into the lane. Her shot got blocked by Zarpolo. Goes right into the hands of Vasquez. Up to Rojas. Ball swung around to Abreu. Now inside to Vasquez. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Has to get something up. It's going to be a jump ball, and it'll stay with Lehman with 5 seconds remaining on the shot clock. But Lehman's going to have to rush. Ball inbounded. Have to do something quick. Ball's loose. And it'll be Zarpolo who comes away with it. Now up ahead of the pack to Ahmed. Can she finish? Nope, it's going to go off of Vasquez last, and it'll stay with the Bearcats. Now Michi has it in the corner. Up top to Ahmed, over to Yee. Ball quickly swung around the perimeter. Ball stolen away from Emily Rivera, though, and then she fouls as she was trying to fight for it back. So it'll go back to Lehman. That's going to be Emily Rivera's first. Kaitlyn Rivera on the bench now with 4 fouls, so probably see her more towards the latter portion of the fourth quarter. And Zarpolo able to read that one, and she picks the pocket of Rojas. And she's able to go coast to coast and knock that one down.
Bearcats defense really done a great job so far. Just able to apply a ton of pressure to Lehman and force a lot of turnovers that they're able to convert on. And a little bit of contact there. Looks like the foul is going to be on Zarpolo. So yeah, currently Lehman has 31 turnovers through almost 3 quarters. Baruch only having 9. So again, that's really a testament to the amount of pressure the Bearcats are bringing defensively, and then, of course, a few unforced errors on Lehman's end, but primarily it's really been Coach Trozos' game plan to come out here and implement his defense.
And it started early with the full court press and really got things going, forcing said turnovers and quick buckets. They jumped out to a quick 10-2 lead. Lehman able to fight back a little bit in the second, cutting it back down to 12 when they were up by 20, when Baruch was up by 20 at one point, but now really Baruch just running away with it here. Up 37 here in the third.
Yeah, Lehman had that one stretch where it looked like they were going to fight their way right back in, and then it got a little interesting. Bearcats made some pretty key subs.
I feel like in that stretch, Baruch was almost their own worst enemy.
Yeah.
Really creating unforced errors. But it's Baruch's ball now up by 36 with Valmichi now. Baseline shot is good and rattles that one home. Nice shot there by Valmichi, and Coach Catrozos really able to really go through the entire roster here and get everyone some minutes in a game like this. Now Trawali going to go right to the lane. She hits the deck, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. The foul there is going to be on Ahmed. That's going to be her second of the afternoon.
2 shots for number 1. Trawali.
Knocks home the first. Trawali actually having a very nice game overall, though. She has 13 now. The only problem is 11 turnovers. So, story of the Lightning as a whole, not just Trawali. Now it's out to Ahmed. Ahmed's going to drive, give it up top to Yee. Yee into the lane. Her and Trawali get mixed up, and Lightning are able to force a turnover.
Yeah, Lehman bringing a lot of pressure there. Bearcats really unable to get the look that they wanted.
And it's Vasquez over to Trawali. Now Trawali going to drive. They're going to call a foul. Looked like it was a jump, but they're going to say it was a foul on number 12, Michi. 13, Yee. And that's going to send Trawali back to the line.
Shots for Trawali.
Chwale's been very good from the line here today.
And she was able to power home the second. Chwale, 8 of 9 from the free throw line on the afternoon.
And that's definitely one part of her game that stood out, as Zerpolo was able to knock that down from the elbow. But yeah, sometimes those free throws are something that you take for granted until you really need them down the stretch, and some of them don't fall. But Chwale's been extremely consistent from the line. And she looks like
it's going to be Vasquez is now going to go to the line. The foul is going to be on 15. Zerpolo. Off on the first. She's had struggled from the line tonight, 0 of 3, and struggling from the line all season. Only 50% from the free throw line is Vasquez. And she knocks home the second. And that'll be Ahmed over to Yee. Back up top to Ahmed. She's going to pull around and out. No good, and it'll be Sepulveda on the rebound.
Get to the spots. Get to the spots.
Chwale has it up top. A little under 2 minutes remaining here in the third. Trying to get a bounce pass inside to Rojas, unable to do so. Now Vasquez has it up top. Now back to Chwale. She'll go into the lane. Takes a little contact. Ball's batted around. It's going to be an off-ball foul. I think it's going to be on Taylor. It is, and it's going to go back to the Bearcats. So now it'll be Ahmed over to Zerpolo inside at the free throw line. Bounce pass out to Michi. Right wing corner, excuse me. Rivera on the rebound. And now Zerpolo has it up top. Minute and 20 remaining here in the third. Millie Yee, right wing 3. Shot no good. Chwale on the rebound for the Lightning. Chwale now across the timeline. Has Ahmed on her. Gives it off to Abreu. Now bounce pass to Vasquez. Chwale almost loses it. Ball batted around. Vasquez comes away with it. Sepulveda now will pull a shot from the corner. Shot no good. It'll be Millie Yee on the rebound. Final minute remaining here in the third. Now Ahmed over to Rivera. Emily Rivera rattles that one home. Now Chwale brings it into the front court. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 30 on the game. That'll be Vasquez, can't finish inside. Rivera comes away with the rebound. Michi will bring it up. Pass ahead to Yee, goes under her arms. And it'll go back to the Lightning. And Baruch had numbers if Yee was able to corral that one.
Yeah. So again, you got to like the aggressiveness in this situation from the Bearcats. Again, tighter game, tighter situation. Maybe a more conservative approach trying to get it past the timeline, but seeing a lot of good things here from the Bearcats through 3 quarters of play.
And now it's Chwale and one. Count the basket. The foul there is going to be on Zerpolo, and that'll send Chwale to the line with 6.9 remaining. Chwale, no good. 5 seconds remaining. Ahmed's going to push. Goes past Chwale. Now gives it off to Yee. Yee will pull a 3 as the shot clock's running out. Game clock's running out, and it's good. Millie Yee knocks it down and extends the lead to 38. So that'll do it after 3. Baruch 72, Lehman 34. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcat Broadcasting. And welcome back to the Arc Arena. 1 quarter of basketball to remain here in the first game of our doubleheader. It is Bearcat Appreciation Day, and it'll be Snyder to inbound on the far side. Celebrating Sameera Ahmed and Kaitlyn Rivera as the two seniors on the team. And Ahmed has 13, Rivera has 4. So definitely some nice minutes for them two here
as Kaitlyn Rivera knocks down the three-pointer. Arc Arena going crazy.
Her first 3 of the season. She only attempted 2 before this one, her second attempt of the day. And wouldn't be surprised if the offense kind of goes through her a little bit more in the second half. It's a 41-point lead for the Bearcats.
But again, you love to see some of this ball movement out of the Bearcats and really just getting scoring from everyone here today.
Ooh, Spayu hits the deck hard. She got tripped. She's quickly back on her feet, but you heard the thud from here.
Yeah, that floor is pretty unforgiving. Melinda's definitely a tough player, though. Big background in soccer, too, so she's no stranger to some of those 50-50 balls and contact and whatnot, as you can tell. I see that a lot in her charges, too.
I see that. I also see why she wears long sleeves, because it saves the elbows.
Oh, of course.
From burns. As now Snyder will pull a corner 3. Shot off, no good. Ball batted right into the hands of Sepulveda, though, as she's able to rip that one down. Looked like Spayu was trying to get a hand in there, but it'll be Trawale now into the front court for Lehman. Vasquez now to Sepulveda. Trawale's going to pull a 3 off front rim. No good. Dawson on the rebound. Dawson, trying to find Ahmed in the corner. Dangerous pass. Almost a no-look pass, and it'll be a turnover for the Bearcats.
And again, if going in transition, whatnot, you'd rather just kick it back out up top and slow up the offense a little bit rather than force one of those turnovers. But again, at this point in the game,
Rojas straight on shot, able to knock it down from top of the key. Dawson will bring it up now. Trawale picks her up at the three-point line. Ball swung around the perimeter. Up top to Ahmed. Crossover move. Ooh, nice no-look pass there to Dawson. A little scoop pass, and now Spayu into the lane. Gives it outside to Rivera. She couldn't corral it cleanly, as she might have had an open shot from the baseline. Snyder now will pull. Shot's no good. Right into the waiting hands of Trawale, and Lehman will push. She gets fouled by Ahmed, and will go to the line to shoot 2. So nice attacking play there by Trawale, and we've seen her do it all afternoon. Really just go into the lane and play through the contact.
That's definitely an intangible as well, the ability to not only draw the contact, but finish through contact.
Second one.
So Trawale off on the first. And good on the second. Ooh, Spayu almost left the ball behind her. A little hop step outside to Snyder. Now bounce past Ahmed. Nice jab step. Ahmed, nice find to Spayu. Ooh, trying to give it to Dawson. Now to Rivera. Left elbow shot, and she knocks it down. Kaitlyn Rivera having a nice night. And Ahmed comes away with the steal. Nope, instead Rojas able to track that one down. Abreu's pass inside to Vasquez almost gets knocked away. Vasquez gets fouled as she goes up for it. And Kaitlyn Rivera now has 9 on 4 of 7 from the field. So the two seniors between her and Ahmed combining for 22 of 77.
That's a really good night between the two of them. And again, going to have looks like a triple sub here as Emily Rivera, Val Michi, and Millie all check in. And again, too, as we get towards the latter part of the fourth quarter, you might do one of those almost ceremonial substitutions where the two seniors come off the floor.
Here right now, in Kaitlyn Rivera's case, is the hot hand, though.
Yes, she is.
Leading the scoring here in the fourth.
She might not leave the floor.
She's also working with 4 fouls, so she has to be careful on the defensive end. But right now, I mean, there's really no use in fouling as now Michi has it, gives it up top to Ahmed. She thinks about the shot. Now Yee, left wing 3, off right rim, no good. Right into the hands of Vasquez, and it'll be Lehman who come away with it. Trawale slow things up. Dribbles back out. Yee comes to pick her up. Rojas on the pick. Now Trawale into the paint, able to split the defenders and finish off the glass.
And it's going to be a timeout coming from the Baruch bench. So with 7 minutes left exactly, Baruch leading 77-40. We'll be back in a few moments.
So 7 minutes exactly on the clock. Baruch lead by 37. Yee bounce pass back out to Yee. Little two-man game between Rivera and Yee. Now over to Ahmed, back to Yee. Yee will pull. High arcing shot, no good. Ball batted out. Michi comes away with the rebound. She's trapped in the corner though. Ahmed helping out there, giving her an outlet. Pass back to Michi, and she takes too many steps before the contact. Then it'll go back to the Lightning.
Again, a couple times Sameera Ahmed had the opportunity to pull up from a 3. Especially right now, you definitely would like to see her take that, but you can't complain about good ball movement from the Bearcats.
No, and it's been like that all night. Some of the best ball movement we've seen from them on the season. It's just creating open shots, and I think that's why you have so many people scoring tonight for Baruch. 9 players have points for the Bearcats tonight, so very impressive. Anyone that's been in the game has scored.
And that's always a great thing, but also too that's the beauty of the ball movement. It's not necessarily trying to feed one player per se. It's just who has the most open look, and then they're going to take it. But that's really what you can create when you move the ball well.
So foul there's going to be on Ahmed. We thought it was Kaitlyn Rivera's 5th foul, which would unfortunately end her night. However, it's going to be Ahmed, and that's going to be her 4th. So both of our seniors in down to their last foul.
A little bit of foul trouble. That just means they're playing hard on both sides of the ball.
And Vasquez, no good, but Rojas able to keep that ball alive. Rojas again on the offensive board.
Looks like it's going to be a jump ball here, and it's going back to no, excuse me. It's going to stay with the Lightning. More of a verbal signal than a hand signal.
Ball trying to get inside to Vasquez. She gets fouled underneath. And the foul is going to be on 42. Emily Rivera, that's only going to be her 2nd.
Again, in the same light, you want Sameera and Kaitlyn to both be careful here because you just want to see them continue to play here on Bearcat Appreciation Day. So you got to be a little careful now defensively.
Now Trawale over to Abreu. Abreu shot, air ball, and it's going to go back to the Bearcats.
Plus, situationally, too, there's not a huge need to necessarily foul.
Oh, absolutely not. If they play their cards right, I mean, they'll definitely be able to stay in this game. As Val Michi's going to pull a 3 and knocks it down. The assist there is from Kaitlyn Rivera. So filling up the stat sheet in all manners as Coach Harrison wants to talk things over for Lehman. Down by 40 with 5:49 remaining. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting. So Baruch with I think their largest lead of the evening, 40 points, 80-40. Bearcats lead, and a great way to close out the York Arena on the season for the regular season. Don't forget, next weekend we'll have a time for you, but just hasn't been decided yet. I think it depends on what the men do as well, seeing if they're going to be hosting a playoff game. The Bearcats will host the women of York College.
And we will have the broadcast here on Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting, so please be sure to tune in with us and definitely follow throughout the week. Once we have a final determination on the time and if we're potentially hosting a doubleheader.
They played York twice this season. First one was January 11th here at the York Arena. Baruch won by 3, 59-56 on what was Alumni Day. And the second time was actually just 5 days ago at York College in Jamaica, Queens, losing by 14. So the home court advantage here at the York Arena really helping them, and we'll see what they can do, splitting the season series with the York College Cardinals.
Especially seeing an opponent twice already, that third rubber match, if you will, that's it's always going to be a good one.
So it'll be Trawale to bring it into the front court, past the midway point here in the fourth quarter. Pick from Rojas, now over to Vasquez. Trawale now straight on 3, shot way off. And it'll go back to the Bearcats, and that's just legs at this point, as Trawale has played all 35 of the minutes tonight, as has Vasquez and Rojas. So definitely long legs for them, as they must be tired at this point of the game. And Baruch have actually used their entire roster tonight, all 9, as Kaitlyn Rivera and Sameera Ahmed have come out. Will that be the last regular season action for them in their Bearcat careers? Ball stolen off the inbounds, and Trawale comes away with it. He's going to try to go coast to coast and finishes off the glass. Trawale now has 24. An impressive 11 of 14 from the free throw line. Bounce pass inside, stolen there by the Lightning. It was actually Rojas who comes away with it, and Trawale will bring it back into the front court. Ball swung on around the perimeter. It looks like it got knocked away from Vasquez. It's going to be a jump ball, and it'll go back to the Bearcats with 3:54 remaining here in the ball game. Now Yee has it on the left wing, up top to Snyder. Ball swung around the perimeter. Pull-up shot there by Michi's no good. Long rebound comes to the hands of Trawale, and she can break. Trying to go coast to coast here. She gets fouled, and 1 for Trawale.
And again, Val Michi planting her feet, trying to look for that charge call, but unfortunately, a little bit too much foot movement, wasn't necessarily planted. Kind of on the move, so it's hard to get the offensive foul there. So Trawale will go to the line to convert the potential three-point play.
Off on the free throw.
But it looks like a loose ball foul on the floor.
And it's going to be a hold on 42. That's going to be Rivera. Emily Rivera, and that'll send Vasquez to the line as the Lightning are in the bonus. And Vasquez off on the first. Around and out on the second, and it'll be Zerpolo who comes away with the rebound. She'll push the other way for Baruch. Now to Yee. Nice move there by Millie Yee. A little bit of a Euro step and able to get inside.
Again, you've definitely seen a big jump this year in Millie Yee's offensive production and really how multidimensional her game has gotten. So it's just great to see that improvement, and ultimately now she's a primary scoring option for the Bearcats.
She now has 7 tonight. Now Zerpolo back into the front court after a missed shot there by the Lightning. Snyder baseline jumper knocks that one down. And Frances Snyder, that'll give her 11, and that'll move her as the 4th player to have double figures tonight for the Bearcats. Nia Dawson leading all scorers for Baruch with 21.
And again, you just got to really be excited if you're Coach Katrozos or a really Baruch fan, just seeing how many different scoring options they now have, whether it be Dawson, Spyu, Snyder, Zerpolo, Millie Yee.
Ahmed tonight.
Ahmed, of course. So really the list goes on, but it makes your job that much harder as a defender when you can't cue in on one or two players.
And even then, Spy only has 4 tonight, but she's been doing it elsewhere with 3 assists, 5 boards, 5 steals, and a high efficiency.
Yeah, she's really just making it happen. And again, sometimes that doesn't necessarily pop up in the box score, but just creating opportunities and good ball movement that will really help any team down the stretch.
Getting more hockey assists tonight, almost that secondary assist rather than the primary, which won't show up on the, like you said, the stat sheet, but definitely key to moving the ball on the offensive end. And now Michi has it on the right wing. 2.5 remaining here in the ball game. Baruch just trying to close things out as they're up by 36, and it'll be Taylor who comes away with the rebound. And it's going to be Rivera on the foul, and that'll send Taylor to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be the 4th on her, so now 3 Baruch players with 4 fouls. Michi, Rivera, and a bunch of players with 3 fouls as well. So both Riveras and Ahmed have 4 fouls tonight. And off on the second. Rebounded, though, by Rojas underneath, and she's able to get the putback to go. Baruch lead by 33.
Hands up.
Yee now into the front court. Ball swung around to Michi in the corner. Back up top to Snyder. Now Yee. Ooh, dangerous pass. Almost stolen there by Taylor. Zerpolo gives it out to Yee over to, over to Michi. He's able to get the floater to go.
Val Michi definitely finding her rhythm here tonight, this afternoon. Again, you've seen a lot of good offensive production out of Val today against Lehman.
And Rojas' free throw line shot's no good. Zerpolo comes away with it, and they could just start running out the clock here. Don't forget to stay tuned, because at 3 o'clock we have the tip-off between the men of Lehman College and your Baruch Bearcats in a tight game between the 2nd and 3rd seed in the CUNYAC Conference. Playoff seeding is on the line here at the Arc Arena. This will be Baruch's last conference game as they close things out at College of Staten Island. However, Lehman will still have 1 more to close out the season.
And wild shot there. No one touched it, so it's going to go back to the Bearcats now with 1:12 left on the clock.
And Lehman's final game will be against City College of New York. City College, though, 3-20, so potentially a easier game for Lehman. So even more of a must-win tonight for the Bearcats. So 58.4, and that'll send Michi to the line to shoot 2.
Foul is on number 5, Rachel Vasquez. The first 2 shots for Val Michi.
And off on the second, Michi tries to grab her own board, but knocks it out of bounds. And it'll go back to the Lightning. And really slowing things down. Only 45 seconds remaining here in the ball game. The ball's getting moved around the perimeter. Trawale now has it up top. Taylor back to Trawale, over to Vasquez. Trawale is going to have to do something here. She puts it on the deck, into the lane. Her shot's blocked, and Snyder comes away with it. And Baruch can just run it out, so that should do it for us. A commanding win here for the Bearcats. 36, putting up 37 in the second half. And Baruch will look for the sweep here on Bearcat Appreciation Day. Yep. Don't forget to tune in after this at 3 o'clock. It'll be the men's game between the Lightning of Lehman and your Baruch College Bearcats. And that will do it. Once again, your final score, Baruch 87, Lehman 51. This has been the first game of your doubleheader here for Cuniac. We'll be back in about 30 minutes with the start of our second game. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcats Broadcasting.